Oh, what is good, everybody? Man, it's your boy Jay in the building. We is back again with another one. All right, so hold on. Now, before we get this video started, before I do any reaction video, I'm gonna talk about the game first. But check what came in. I finna try this today, man. I finna buy like a burger or something and put it on there. But yeah, I got 3D, so we support black owned businesses over here. You see that? Yes, sir. Shout out to Shedeur, man. He had himself a real good game last night. But all right, let's talk about it. So the game went how we all thought it would. Jackson State was very balanced last night. They outgained them by at least 200 yards, one time of possession. The penalties, though, the Jackson State had at least over 100 yards worth of penalties. They had 13 penalties last night. They went for over 100 yards worth of penalties. That's crazy. Both teams had a clean game outside of that fumble on the punt that ended up going for a touchdown for TSU. But defensively for Jackson State, I'm sorry. Cameron Craig and Aubrey Miller was all over the field last night. Them boys had it going all night on defense. Them boys really, I think they both had over 10 tackles. So they both did solid. And Texas Southern was very bold last night. They tried Travis Hunter a lot in this game. They tried him a lot. And of course, it didn't go like that. Like Travis Hunter had at least 4 or 5 pass breakups last night. Like they really tried him a lot, and it wasn't working. But the run game for Texas Southern was here and there. Jacoby Howard had himself a decent quarter. He had 2 touchdowns last night, 1 rushing, 1 passing, but dog, that shovel pass, that's just look, okay, they call it a touchdown pass. All right, we'll give it to him. But that's a weak touchdown pass, really. But the star of the show, Savion Wilkinson is a dog. he is a dog, yo. Like, this man had 25, 26 carries, over 200 yards rushing. He was getting 8 yards a pop. And how I know he was gonna get ugly, cause he had 94 yards in the first quarter. So we already knew then, but of course we knew that Texas Southern ain't good at stopping the run at all. Like, we all knew that coming into the game. Like, they give up 200 yards rushing as a team per game. But they give up over 200 yards by one dude. And when you have a guy going like that in your backfield, when you have him going, you just gotta keep feeding him the ball, man. And of course, Shedeur Sanders had himself a good game. There were a lot of drop balls. These guys, Shedeur Sanders was throwing it on the money last night. He had at least 2 or 3 balls that were dropped that could have went for big yardage. But he had guys dropping the ball. But other than that, Shedeur Sanders played himself a clean game. Savion Wilkinson was eating it up alive. Mind you, the receivers was running wild open last night. The majority of the night, they was running wild open. So we're gonna get to the reaction, man. But yeah, Savion Wilkinson was a dog on offense. Shedeur Sanders did what he had to do. He only threw the ball 30 times, which that's what should happen when you have the running game going like that. He threw for over 250 yards. He rushed, as a team, they rushed for over 230 yards. But I'm sorry, we're doing all this rambling on, man. We're gonna get right into it. All right, here we go.
And
Here we go.
Football is underway in downtown Houston, Texas, and that one sails out of bounds.
Remember, y'all, support black-owned businesses, man. I got mine.
3rd and 10.
I got mine, but yeah.
In the pocket, rolling to his right, still looking downfield, has it, and he's caught.
Yeah,
and
man, yeah,
out of bounds.
They were going last night.
Play by the Tigers from Jackson State. Leo Arrington on the stop for Jackson State.
But the defense is what they is, man. Oh, shoot. And they had the home. 1 minute. Hold on.
And again, we've talked.
Did y'all know that this was the first time, from what I heard, this is the first time that Texas Southern has ever sold out a game.
And he just winds up and throws a perfect dart.
And did it look sold out to y'all? Because if I'm going to be real, that game did not look sold out to me.
And now we have a
I'll be real. That game did not look sold out.
For Texas Southern.
I mean, he looked tackled. There's no way, and he just pops right out of
there. Come on, man. That boy is strong.
He will be at Sanders' left. He goes right up the middle.
Boom.
And the pressure is there, and Sanders goes down. A big pressure by that TSU defense, number 55, makes the sack.
But yeah, man, look.
6'3",
yeah, there were a lot of open seats out there, man. It didn't look sold out to me. I'm sorry.
So we'll keep an eye on that.
So the punt will be returned by Sean Xavier Lewis, and he has a lot of.
I thought he was gonna score.
And he beats it.
I thought he was gonna score. I ain't gonna front.
But he slowed him up.
I thought he was gonna score.
But a great return by Sean Xavier Lewis. We mentioned how explosive
I saw that. I said, oh, snap. They're trying to make this a game.
It was the worst kind of, for Jackson State perspective, the worst kind of punt you want. Very low.
Yeah, line drive. No. You don't want to line drive it.
Turns and he gives to Howard again. Howard with a great cut, and he's in for the touchdown. Ja'Cory Howard, and he set that up with a nice move. Some magic from the big fella. Ja'Cory Howard, all 6'1" and 230 pounds.
230 pounds.
Watch number 62 as he blows up forward, gets in front.
We weigh the same. We weigh the same. We the same weight.
Shedeur rolls to his right, going to keep it.
Come on, what are we talking about, boy?
Yeah. The quarterback saw he had just enough room to get in there.
I get a little nervous because I think he gets hit.
And look, and he ain't a runner, but he'll do it if he got to.
Like, okay, this is for a touchdown.
He ain't a runner, but he'll do it if he got to. That boy is tough.
Was the offensive tackle who moved a little early.
He is tough, man. Shedeur Sanders is tough. But I'm saying, man, like he's.
Again for Jackson State.
Come here.
Shedeur Sanders throws.
Shane Hooks did his thing last night too. I forgot about him. Shane Hooks was doing his thing last night.
Who's shown off that athletic ability earlier tonight. You saw a little bit of it there.
Yeah, Shane Hooks was definitely doing his thing.
Watch the touch he puts on the ball.
There's something about this team where.
But his receiver's able to make the easy catch. It's not drilled out.
Hold up, damn.
That drive, 8 plays, 75 yards, and 324 to get it in the end zone as Andrew Body keeps his biggest run of the night. Andrew Body.
And look, man, look.
Turn as he runs with the football.
If Andrew Body had better receivers, this team would be a lot better, honestly. Like, they'll be able to score a lot more points. But that was just something with this team, man. Like, look, like,
battling for that
this team, they just don't have the receivers, bro.
Nice play
like their receiving is, they're just not.
So
they're not it.
Sanders throws it again. He has Gaines, and Gaines is going to pick up about 6 yards on the play.
It's not it, bro. Like
not aware.
This team, man,
so
like
2nd down and 4.
They don't got the receivers to hang with nobody.
The Tigers from Jackson State. Sanders passes again, finds Hunt again. He got another first down as he steps out of bounds.
Tough.
Sanders hands it off to Wilkerson.
Another one. Come here. Need it.
And he's making up for it. Wilkerson picked up that first down.
Come on, man. Stop playing.
With a 28-yard gain.
Elbow was beasting last night. You hear me? Beasting. Boy was on it last night, dog. He was
quite impressive.
Damn.
But we heard another roar.
They can't do it like y'all, man. They can't do it.
So
tell them to stop playing.
Update. The Astros go out in front 3-1 on that 3-run bomb by Yordan Alvarez. And the clock is all zeros now. So that.
But yeah, man, you know, Jackson State handled business once again. Southern, like I knew y'all would. Y'all messed up. Like I knew y'all would. Now Payview is number one. Is first team in the West again. But I forgot who they play this coming week. But we're gonna watch the press conference, man. But yeah, man, Jackson State. I mean, what can you say about them, dog? Like they're really that, you know. So, but I know Jackson State. They tend to start off slow, you know. Even though they started off really quick in the first quarter, they slowed down in the second quarter, and then in the second half, they did what they always do: play good defense and run the ball, you know. But yeah, man, just shout out to Jackson State, dog. Like they are who they are, man. Like this team is really that, man. Like what can you say about them, dog? Like ain't nothing you can really say.